Good day. We are going to do some prints over here that include a wood block that I did like 6 years ago of my grandpa and his comb over, and then one of my grandma, and we're going to put them together, finally. So this is a pretty cool moment for me, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. All right. Here is a proof of the one of my grandpa. And we're gonna put my grandma, this is the wood block, we're gonna print it up, put it right in here where it says Rose. And that's like his thought bubble, thinking about his wife. So I'm just listening to the reggae from my Milwaukee's 91.7, which I like to listen to, and I tune in just for that opportunity. I'm telling you this why, because sometimes you just need something to push you, to keep you going. And for me, it's my Milwaukee radio. So you can already see it through the newsprint. Things print the best on newsprint. And you can see, voila. All right, now we're gonna put that onto this bad boy right here, and these spots I left open years ago, I guess, for this very moment here. All right, so this has been 6 years in the making. Let's see how it looks. All right. So here is Grandma and Grandpa all together, circa 1990. All right, so there's some things I would change with the colors, but I am just happy. So look at his eyes, just looking right at her. Oh, so lovely. All right, it's a good night. Peace. Hey there. Tonight we're going to be doing a little print, continuing what we did with my grandma yesterday. Now we're going back to the actual one I did of my grandpa, and we'll look over that just in a second here and tell you some of the things that might go wrong, some of the things I'm looking to work out, and we'll run through real quick. So this is the wood block. It's pretty big. So we're going to make sure we got his face. Right here is the living room. I don't care if that comes out, because I might actually have my grandma in there instead, and we'll do a little template for that. But this is the size of my roller. It's about 4 inches. I wish I had a bigger brayer roller, and it'd make it a lot easier to go. So we got to go fast when we're printing, so the ink doesn't dry up or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. The paper we're going to be printing on, this is a monotype, and we have different little different variants in the pictures, but what I did was paint with ink onto a nice plexiglass piece of plexiglass, and then we rolled it under the press. So I don't have a press, so the paper that I got to use has got to be like an Eastern paper, otherwise we will not be able to print that well. With the other paper, it's going to be a thicker paper, and usually let it sit in water for a little bit, and then damp it down. So with a paper towel, or not paper towel, but with the towel, and then we get going. So Grandma's gonna be here, Grandpa right here. So we'll see how that goes. This one's kind of like a horror story one right there. So let's put some glassine, which is like a wax paper, onto here. I'm gonna trace around my grandma's face, and then I'm gonna cut it out, leaving a little bit of an edge, like maybe a ½ inch to a ½ inch. And then I'm gonna take it here and put it onto the inked up wood block, so it's gonna be in this area, so this information doesn't print, and then we'll go back and put Grandma right there. Okay, so that is the goal. Ready to cut that out. That doesn't look creepy at all. There you can see the registration marks. I want to make sure that it lines up right with my my little incision into the wood here, along with the lines that go right in the halfway point. So I'm just going to rip this over. You can see that I missed some of the information on there, but this is what it looks like. So that's pretty fun, I think. That's pretty cool. All right, you're just gonna see how, with the resist portion, how that turned out. So see that right there. Oh yeah, I think that's cool. I don't know, should I keep it? Yeah, I think I'll do that for the rest of them. Why not? And here's a bit of what the finished project will look like. I still have the other monotype ones to go over, but I like how it's going, this little American red, white, and blue. So here's the finished one with the monotype. I'm pretty happy with it, you know. I was gonna go for a gold, but I think the red works for my grandma, you know. This nice little rose. So there you go. That's Grandma Pat, by the way, not Grandma Rose.